There we go. Yes, my placeholder this evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Percy, or I like to call Porky the pig. Yes, he's not mine, he's Andrew's. Hope you're all well and enjoyed Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf. There we go. Hope you're all doing very, very well. Welcome to week 33 of Tom Carradine's Self-Isolation Sing-Along. As usual, my wonderful wife, Faye, over there on comments.
Hello.
She's going to catch Percy and her. Oh, there we go. Success. Nobody died in that. There we go. Well, good evening. Grab your songbooks. Well, we're into lockdown 2.0. Oh, God, who thought we'd be here? But hey, well, I'm going to be here for the foreseeable future, so grab your songbooks, and hey, there's only one thing to do at this time, and that's always look on the bright side of life. Here we go. Some things in life are bad, things that really make you mad, and other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the right side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. If you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the right side of life. If life is quite absurd and death's the final word, you must always face the curtain with a bow. Forget about your sin, give the audience a grin. Enjoy it, it's your last chance anyhow. Key change. Always look on the bright side of death. Just before you draw your terminal breath. Life's a piece of... when you look at it, life's a laugh and death's a joke, it's true. You can see it's all a show, keep them laughing as you go. Remember that the last laugh is on you, never key change. Always look on the bright side of life. Let's hear you whistle. I can't whistle. Always look on the right side of life. Here we go, another key change, last time. Always look on the bright side of life. Big finish. Always look on the bright side of life. There we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tom Carradine's Self-Isolation Sing-Along. As I said, week 33. Can you believe we're still here? And we will still be here for a while yet. Faye's looking eagerly over at me.
I was just going to report, we've had a few people saying it's a bit blurry and a bit jumpy.
Okay, I think that's just 4G. The joys of 4G.
I think it is.
I'm
is
afraid.
The technical ghosties remaining from last
If you
weekend.
want to watch this in high fidelity, you can go and watch it afterwards on YouTube once it's uploaded a little later on this evening. But apologies for any technical issues, as always. We misfired this evening. I started 2 minutes earlier.
Apparently you keep freezing.
Oh, okay. Shall I go to Wi-Fi then? Let's see how it goes anyway. Let's see how it goes. So hope you're all well. Grab your songbooks. I've been working on the album today. And working on those London songs for my Wilton's show in January. And also for my new album, Tom Carradine's London Songbook. And here's a Leslie Cerrone number for you. You haven't got it in the songbook, but there's a little kind of repeating theme I'm sure you'll be able to pick up. And it tells a little story about south of the river. Talk about your London, dear old smoky London town. I could take thee up and down if you'll just follow me round. There's a place that I know if you want a hat or gown, a pair of boots for half a crown, they're to be found. They've got cotton, they've got silks, they've got winkles, they've got wilks. On the barrows in the Walworth Road, you can buy a pound of tripe or a nice tobacco pipe. On the barrows in the Walworth Road, you can buy a toy balloon or a silver-plated spoon or a goldfish or a frog or toad. You can buy a nice codfish with a face like Lillian Gish off the barrows in the Walworth Road. You get the idea with the little echoes. You can buy a cure for corns or a mower for your lawns off the barrows in the Walworth Road. You'll know how a lover feels if you buy some jellied eels off the barrows in the Walworth Road. You can buy the latest dance or your Auntie Jane some pants, and you can't tell where the seams are sewed. You can get your pockets picked and you can get your what's name kicked on the barrows in the Walworth Road. You can buy a dozen eggs or a pair of wooden legs off the barrows in the Walworth Road. You can buy a fishing line or some sarsaparilla wine off the barrows in the Walworth Road. You can buy a wedding ring or a bride to fit the thing, 'cause I reckon that's the Walworth code. You can lose your watch and chain and you'll buy it back again off the barrows in the Walworth Road. You can buy a marble clock that'll see you in the dock on the barrows in the Walworth Road. And if you're burgled one night late, you can find your silver plate on the barrows in the Walworth Road. You can pick up bargains hot, you can pick up quite a lot, and you'll have a shock when you unfold. There are canaries that are posh, that are sparrows when they wash on the barrows in the Walworth Road. This one's in your songbook, page 2, an old Cockney classic. Oh, all my life I wanted to be a barrow boy. A barrow boy I've always wanted to be. But I've got me papers, I carry them with pride. I'm a coster from over the Lambeth side. I turned me back upon the whole society and gone to where the ripe bananas grow. They're only a dozen a shilling, that's how I earns me living. I ought to been a barrow boy years ago. Up the apples and pears and across the Rorio Moor, I'm off to see my dear old Trouble and Strife. Now on the Cain and Abel you will always see a pair of Jack the Rippers and a cup of Rosie Lee. What could be better than this? A nice old cuddle and kiss out beneath the pale moonlight. Then some Tommy Tucker and off to Uncle Ned. Oh, what a lovely night tonight all together then, 'cause all my life I wanted to be a barrow boy. A barrow boy I've always wanted to be. For I've got me papers, I carry them with pride. I'm a coster from over the Lambeth side. I turned me back upon the whole society and gone to where the ripe bananas grow. They're only a dozen a shilling, that's how I earns me living. I ought to been a barrow boy years ago. Get off me barrow, I ought to been a barrow boy years ago. Watch her, all the neighbours cry. Who you gonna meet, Bill? Have you bought the street bill? Laugh. I thought I should have died. I knocked him in the old Kent Road. One more time. Watch her, all the neighbours cried. Who you gonna meet, Bill? Have you bought the street bill? Laugh. I thought I should have died. I knocked him in the old Kent Road. Last week, down her alley came a tough, nice old geezer with a nasty cough. Sees my missus takes his topper off in a very gentlemanly way. Ma said, I have some news to tell. You're rich. Uncle Tom from Camberwell popped off recent, which it ain't a sell, leaving you his little donkey shay. Eh? Watch her, all the neighbours cried. Who you gonna meet, Bill? Have you bought the street bill? Laugh. I thought I should have died. Knocked him in the old Kent Road. Well, this one goes out to Jessica Shears. Jessica Shears, it's your 7th birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday to you. Anytime you're Lambeth Way, any evening, any day, you'll find us all. What do you find us? Every little Lambeth gal with a little Lambeth pal. You'll find us all. What do you find us? Let's see you at home. Everything free and easy. Do as you don't well pleasy. Why don't you make your way there? Go there. Saturday, you'll find us all doing the Lambeth Walk. Hey, there we go. Apologies, Jessica Sears. Sorry, my mistake. I should have put my glasses. Well, I have, but I'm trying to read these. I need to make my words bigger on the screen. Jessica, happy birthday for your birthday. 7th birthday on Sunday. Unfortunately, you had your party cancelled, so I hope this is a small consolation for a happy birthday message.
Apparently, Jessica was singing at the top of her voice.
Hey, brilliant. That's what it's all about. There we go.
I'm sorry, I forgot me always. I was too busy reading comments.
Oh, there we go. Well, Faye's working very, very hard over here at her desk.
I'm slipping. Standards are slipping.
Keeping me up to date with the shout outs. I've got loads of birthday shout outs this evening. I don't know what something was going on 9 months ago over the years. What it was? Where would be 9 months?
Just before lockdown.
Just before lockdown. There we go. February, March time. What was going on in February, March? Lots of birthdays at the moment. So, Jessica, happy birthday to you. Joshua Quito, your 15th birthday last week. Many apologies. I got your request too late to add it last week. I hadn't seen it. So, I missed you off my list. Apologies, Joshua. Happy birthday for last week. And a similar thing, Susan O'Connor. I'm so sorry I missed you last week. Happy birthday to you for last week. Tom Burbage. Hi, Tom. Your 21st on Saturday, coming up the 7th. You say you're spending it in Finchley with your housemates from uni. As you can't go home to Leicester to see your family. I'm sorry to hear that, but I hope you're having fun with your uni housemates for your birthday. In lockdown as well. It was Jenny Lewis's birthday, good friend Jenny Lewis in Tunbridge. Your birthday the other day. We've got a request for you coming a little later on, so hold tight. It's coming towards the end of the show. And your husband Carl Lewis. Hi, huge shout out to Carl. It's your 40th birthday today. There we go. I'll tell you a little bit more about Carl and what he does for the Tunbridge Poppy Appeal and the Royal British Legion in a little bit, because I've got a very special sing-along coming on Sunday. But I'll tell you more about that a little later on. Another regular from the sing-along, Margaret Madgwick. Hi, Margaret. Your birthday's tomorrow. Many, many happy returns. And Jim Baker, a happy birthday to you from Diane. She says, happy birthday for tomorrow to my wonderful, kind and lovely husband, Jim, who keeps me going and is always there for me. With all my love, Diana. There we go. So, Jim, happy birthday to you. Faye, have you got any birthdays over there?
I do. I have another one for tomorrow. Ian Cameron Marr has got his birthday tomorrow, 45 years young.
Hey, happy birthday, Ian.
He's going to be enjoying a vegan afternoon tea tomorrow.
Ooh, interesting.
Which sounds like an intriguing thing. Plus, the eagle-eyed viewers have said, about 9 months ago today, it's Valentine's Day.
There we go. It says it all these Valentine's babies. There we go. Well, Jim, we had a request for you for your birthday. Diana asked for a wonderful old musical song made famous by Harry Champion. Also recorded by the late, great Roy Hudd, a great music hall and variety star. I'm sure you remember the wonderful Roy Hudd. This is the end of my old cigar. Now, I look back at my song list. I think I did this in July, but it's worth another go. So I'm going to try and get it right this time. Page 4 in your songbooks. Page 4. This, the end of my old cigar, written by R.P. Weston, who I often sing songs by Weston and Lee, but this is R.P. Weston and Wharton David. What an interesting name, Wharton. There we go. But they both wrote many, many music hall and variety songs in the teens, 20s and 30s. But this one is one of them together, which was made famous by the wonderful Harry Champion, the fastest singer on the halls. I suppose it was kind of the rap of the day, really. So this one, you've got the lyrics to the choruses on this one. So page 4 in your songbooks, a little bit of the end of my old cigar. Now, the introduction to this sounds suspiciously like Popeye the Sailor Man. Did you hear it? Now, 20 Christmas Eves ago, the landlord of the Star said, here's a Christmas box for you and a 9-penny cigar. I smoked it up till Easter, then my dear devoted wife said, why don't you throw your end away? Said I, not on your life, it's the end of me old cigar. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. I stroll up Piccadilly and I fancy I'm the Shah. It isn't because I'm handsome or that I'm a la-di-da. I tickle the people's fancy with me enemy old cigar. Now the other Whitsun Monday we all toddled to the zoo. I puffed away at my cigar and I choked the kangaroo. The monkey started coughing and the tiger had to sneeze. But when the elephant said, "Here, stop the smoking if you please," I said, "It's the enemy old cigar. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah." I tickled up the elephant that came from Zanzibar. "Oh, what a funny tail he's got," said my wife's dear mama. "That isn't the elephant's tail, it is the enemy old cigar." I'm Popper the Sailor Man. There we go. The enemy old cigar, bit of Harry Champion for Jim Baker. Happy birthday to you for tomorrow. Faye, have you got any more comments or shout-outs there?
I have another. Right, yes, I do. So, Rosalind Stewart's, her other half has got his birthday today. She said maybe a Scottish song, if we can squeeze one in. We also have a really lovely story from last night. Alison Price has said, please send congratulations to her daughter Gemma and her partner, I think it's Jane. They got engaged last night.
Hey, congratulations!
They were at a jazz night, and Jane got down on one knee and with the ring and proposed. And fortunately, Gemma said yes. So that is a really good way to start your lockdown.
Hey, so, huge congratulations! And what great planning to do, Alison. There we go. I just remember, I do weddings as well. If you want to sing along at the wedding, you know that already. I'm sure you do. So there we go. We wanted a Scottish song, did we? For Rosalind's partner?
Yes.
On yon bonny banks and on yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, where me and my true love spent many happy days, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. For I'll take the high road and you'll take the low road, the low notes, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye. For me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. There we go. I need to do a longer Scottish medley. We've had a short Scottish medley I've done before, with a bit of Donald Wes Me Trousers and Scotland the Brave, but we need some more. And actually, when I go live, I've got some ideas for some more ideas for some Scottish stuff. So don't you worry, that'll be coming very, very soon for you. So shout out from my end. I had the great pleasure Tuesday and Wednesday this week to do some live streaming again from here, from my living room in Tunbridge, to St Stephen's Catholic School out in Canada, out near Toronto or Ontario, I think. A huge shout out to St Stephen's Catholic School over there. I did a kind of live stream World War II kind of sing along, really, which was great fun. And I sang some of the songs and we chatted and kind of talked about the history of some of the songs. And it was great fun. And so I hope to do a little more of that potentially next year. So if anybody knows any schools teachers who fancy a bit of music and historical kind of cross-curricular stuff, then do point them in my direction, because I've done primary school workshops as well in person. But I'm going to try and see whether we can do that over the wonders of the internet. Because hey, we're in lockdown 2.0. Who knows when it's going to finish? I'm not entirely sure December the 2nd is looking likely, but hey, that's by the by. And fingers crossed anyway. But hopefully some more live streaming like this later in the year and next year as well. So it was great fun to sing those wartime songs to the guys at St Stephen's the other day. But just to say, this evening I'm holding back on the wartime songs. I know I said I was going to do some wartime stuff this evening, but I'm going to hold back on that till next Thursday, which is the 12th. Armistice Day, of course, the 11th, next Wednesday. But, of course, this Sunday is Remembrance Sunday. So if you fancy a bit of a wartime sing-along, then come and join me. Not here, though, on Facebook, over on my YouTube channel, which I'm doing at 7 o'clock. So it's an earlier time, 7 o'clock on Sunday. I'm doing it on my YouTube channel. You can go across to it now and you can click on the link and sign up and get a notification when I go live. For an hour-long wartime sing-along to raise money for the Royal British Legion. I won't be taking tip jar donations that night. It will all be going. I'll put on the link to the Poppy Appeal, and it's just to raise money for the wonderful work of the Royal British Legion. And a huge shout out to Carl Lewis, who, as I said, whose 40th birthday is today, who asked me to do that because I've done a few bits and bobs for the Royal British Legion in Tunbridge and the Tunbridge Poppy Appeal over the last few years, and it gives me great pleasure to raise money for the British Legion. They provided a lot of great help for my grandfather before he passed away a few years ago, and Yeah, a cause that is very near and dear to my heart, looking after servicemen and their families. So the Royal British Legion do a fantastic job, and if you can join me on Sunday, I'd be great. It'd be great to see you and to raise your voice, and also spread the word as well, and encourage some more people to come across and join us for that on YouTube. But actually, I'm going to do one wartime Second World War song for you. This one, actually, I sang to the guys at St Stephen's the other day. This is a Florence Desmond song. So for this, you need to imagine I'm a beautiful actress, an impersonator she was, Florence Desmond. We talk a lot about musical songs that have got a lot of innuendo. Well, there's bundles of innuendo in this one. This is called The Deepest Shelter in Town. It's in your songbook on page 5. Don't run away, mister. Oh, stay and play, mister. Don't worry if you hear the sirens go, though. I'm not a lady of the highest virtue. I wouldn't dream of letting anything hurt you. And so before you go, I think you ought to know I've got a cozy flat. There's a place for your hat. I'll wear my pink chiffon negligee gown. And do I know my stuff? But if that's not enough, I got the deepest shelter in town. 'Cause I got room for 2, a radio that's new, an alarm clock that won't let you down. And I got central heat, but to make it complete, I got the deepest shelter in town. Every modern comfort I can just guarantee. If you hear the sirens call, then it's probably me. And sweetie, to revert, I'll keep you on the alert, and I won't even be wearing a frown. So you can hang around here until you're clear in the deepest shelter in town. Now honey, I don't sing of an Anderson thing. Climbing in one, you'd look like a clown. But if you came here to see, why Sir John would agree, I got the deepest shelter in town. Now Mr. Morrison says he's getting things done, and he's a man of the greatest renown. But before it gets wrecked, I hope that he'll come and inspect the deepest shelter in town. Now I was one of the first to clear my attics of junk, but when it comes to shelters nowadays, it's all bunk. So honey, don't get scared. It's there to be shared, and you'll feel like a king with a crown. So please don't be mean, better men than you've been in the deepest shelter, the neatest shelter, the deepest shelter in town. Hey, there we go. A little bit of Second World War innuendo. Oh, many apologies. So I'm coffee again. The plaster dust is getting to me. I didn't have a cough earlier on. There we go. It's not COVID. Don't you worry. So while I have a sip of my drink, over to Faye for any comments that have come in there.
Yeah. Well, we had a couple a while ago. It's referring to the tash again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Stuart Clements has noticed the tash is getting longer.
It is indeed getting longer.
And so maybe we should start measuring it again. And it has been pointed out by Simon Townsend that we are in lockdown, so you are not allowed to cut it.
Is that the rule? That's the rule. There we go. When I'm in lockdown,
well, those were the rules from lockdown.
Those were the rules from the lockdowns.
I don't see why they should change.
I do hope we're not in lockdown that long. Though Rishi Sunak, of course, today has extended the furlough till March. So thankfully, I can I'll get a little bit of something through the self-employed support grant. But yeah, it's who knows? Oh, geez. Well, I'll be here raising your spirits every Thursday evening. Don't you worry. Of course, we've got Christmas coming up as well. Some very exciting plans for material for Christmas. Those Christmas shows and the run-up. And, of course, Christmas Eve, I'll be here. Same time, same place. And New Year's Eve as well. I will be here New Year's Eve. Though perhaps slightly later. We'll do a little slightly later thing. And we'll ring in the new year together. So watch this space for a New Year's Eve sing-along. So, any anniversaries, Faye? I don't have any anniversaries.
I don't, but I have just had a shout out come in, which I'm going to give. It's a shout out to Elsie and her little sister Sophie. Dan Lentil says, can we have a shout out or make their night?
Of course, by all means.
Hello, both of you.
There we go. Faye's just done it for you. There we go. Good evening. Hope you're all well. As I say, normally if you like what I do at Carradine's Cockney Sing Along, then you can take me home with you. You can listen to me at home, and you can buy my CDs from my website. And you can download me on iTunes and Spotify and all the usual digital places too. Also, I've still got some mugs left if you fancy a mug. And coming very, very soon, I've got some tote bags. Actually, I've got one behind me. Let me show you. These came the other day. Some lovely Carradine's Cockney Sing-Along tote bags. So watch this space. They will be coming very, very soon. I'm just waiting for the Christmas decorations. Wooden laser cut Christmas decorations to come. And I will show you those to you as soon as they come, and then they'll go on the website. And if you fancy throwing some coins my way and you're enjoying this evening, then feel free to throw some my way in my virtual tip jar on my website. Thank you very much. And your support has been gratefully received over the last 33 weeks. It's been much appreciated. Thank you so much. Going back to songs. This one is a birthday request from Margaret Madgwick, one of our regulars here at Carradine's Cockney Sing Along. It's a little bit of side by side. Now we think of this as a kind of classic Cockney song. It's 1927. This one, an American Tin Pan Alley song, written by Harry Woods. The fascinating thing about Harry Woods is, although he wrote the songs at the piano, he was a composer and wrote many, many, many songs. He didn't have any fingers on his left hand, but he still wrote at the piano. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why, but there we go. So Harry Woods, no fingers on his left hand. But he wrote this fantastic song, which we think is a Cockney classic. And also, I've got a parody that I can't remember who posted this in the Carradine's Cockney Sing-Alongers group a while back. It was a lady singing this parody version. I thought you might enjoy it as well. So we've got that too. So we're going to turn to page 3 in your songbook, side by side. Oh, we ain't got a barrel of money. Maybe we're ragged and funny, but we'll travel along, singing our song, side by side. Don't know what's coming tomorrow. Maybe it's trouble and sorrow, but we'll travel the road, sharing our load, side by side. Through all kinds of weather, what if the sky should fall? Just as long as we're together, it doesn't matter at all. When we've all had our quarrels and parted, we'll be the same as we started, just traveling along, singing our songs, side by side. And here's the parody. You've got the lyrics. Give it a sing as well. Well, I got married last Friday, me and my man beside me. Our friends were all gone, we were alone, side by side. We were happily wed when he got ready for bed. Then his teeth and his hair he placed on the chair, side by side. One glass eye so tiny, one hearing aid so small. Then he took his leg off and placed it on a chair by the wall. Well, I stood there broken-hearted. Most of my man had departed. I slept in the chair, there was more of him there, side by side. Hey, there we go, side by side. And that wonderful parody. I wish I could credit who wrote that, but I suppose it's one of those things that will be lost in the ether, really. There we go. Faye, any comments and stuff coming in over there?
Oh, I've got another birthday.
Oh, go on.
Angie from Austria, it's her birthday, so happy birthday.
Hey, Angie, happy birthday to you. Thank you for joining us again every week. Thank you so much for joining us for the sing-along here. As I said, week 33 of Carradine Self-Isolation Sing-Along. What have we got any newbies in this evening? Any new people watching?
We do, and I'm really sorry I didn't write it down quickly enough.
That's
there
all right.
is
Well, welcome.
At least one person who was here for the very first time. You know who you are, so welcome.
Well, there we go. As Joe Stilgo used to do on his lockdown Stilgo in the shed. With my left hand, I'm going to wave to all the regulars, and with my right hand, I'm going to wave to the newbies too. So welcome so much, and thank you for finding us. Again, as always, always, ladies and gentlemen, you can do a great favour to me. Your interactions in the comments below is perfect. You are forcing the Facebook algorithm to think that something interesting is going on. So the more comments and the more likes you give me while we're live, that's brilliant. This spreads it all around. And equally, if you want people to join, we've still got half an hour to go. Click on the share button below this now and share, or even tag someone in this who you think might enjoy a bit of a sing-along. Faye?
It's Kitty.
Kitty! Hey,
Yay.
Kitty! Nice to see you. I'm waving with this hand for Kitty and this hand for everybody else. There we go. So, well, another request we've had this week. There we go. A little bit of music hall history for you. Adam Borzone, the chairman of the British Music Hall Society, has requested this one. This is a song that you're all going to know, the chorus, Daddy Wouldn't Buy Me a Bow Wow. Now, this one was written was written by Joseph Tabrar, who was born on this day in 1857. There we go. Joseph Tabrar, born on the 5th of November 1857, and he was probably one of the most prolific music hall composers. He might not have written, I suppose, Daddy Wouldn't Buy Me a Bow Wow. It was his most famous song, but literally thousands of music hall songs that he wrote. Unfortunately, many that have just kind of passed into the ether and nobody performs. But this is his real kind of lasting hit, because it was a huge hit for Vesta Victoria, who made this song famous. So you're going to know the chorus for this, Daddy Wouldn't Buy Me a Bow Wow, but you might not have heard the verse before. So here we go, a little bit of Daddy Wouldn't Buy Me a Bow Wow, page 4 in your songbooks. Oh, you need to imagine I'm a little girl.
Do you want the pig?
No, just imagine I'm a little girl. I love my little cat, I do. Its coat is oh so warm. It comes each day with me to school and sits upon the form. When teacher says, why do you bring that little pet of yours? I tell her that I bring my cat along with me because Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow.
Bow wow.
Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow.
Bow wow.
But I got a little cat and I'm very fond of that. But I'd rather have a bow wow wow one more time. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow.
Bow wow.
Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow.
Bow wow.
But I've got a little cat and I'm very fond of that. But I'd rather have a bow wow wow. We used to have 2 tiny dogs, such pretty little dears. But Daddy sold them 'cause he used to bite each other's ears. I cried all day at 8 at night, Papa sent me to bed. When Ma came home and wiped my eyes, I cried again and said, what did I say? Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow.
Bow wow.
Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow.
Bow wow.
But I've got a little cat and I'm very fond of that. But I'd rather have a bow wow wow one more time. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow.
Bow wow.
Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow.
Bow wow.
But I've got a little cat and I'm very fond of that. But I'd rather have a bow wow wow. Hey, there we go. A little bit of Daddy Wouldn't Buy Me a Bow Wow.
I'll just say that Marcus has put his comedy hat on and he's just posted, Daddy wouldn't buy me a piggy.
Yes,
that,
just to
Marcus.
fill you in. We bought. Yes, we had some leftover Marks and Spencer's vouchers that our honorary aunt had given us last year. Faye's going to try and you need to come a bit closer to get Piggy in. Okay, there we go. So officially we didn't buy him. But, yes, he's Andrew's. So, he is nice to cuddle, though. He's really nice to cuddle. It's like, oh! There we go. So, yes, I call him Porky, but it's Percy, isn't it? He's, yeah. There we go. Sorry, I was quite enjoying that moment. So, he can sit over there on the sofa back there. So, yeah, there we go. It's a huge shout out to Adam Borzone and the British Music Hall Society, who actually have been very, very helpful to me today. as a member or even as a non-member, if you're interested in finding out any information on musical performers or musical songs, they're there to help. There's a small charge for non-members, but I dropped an email yesterday because I've been looking in preparation for my London show. There's a musical composer called William Hargreaves. Oh, fireworks in the background, there we go. William Hargreaves, who wrote many, many songs, and quite a few of them about London, or mentioning London. And there's one that I knew he'd written called Can London Do Without Me? Which I couldn't find the music for online, or I don't have it in my collection. I've got quite a lot of his stuff in my collection, but not that. And I dropped an email, and very kindly, the archivist found a copy for me and scanned it and sent it over. So I'm very, very grateful to the British Music Hall Society for that. If you enjoy music hall songs and variety and those kind of wonderful, the wonderful everything that goes around that with music hall, then do give them a look and become members, because it's not expensive at all, and you get great benefits through being, and especially the members events when we're not in COVID. So. There we go. So yes, they helped me out with Can London Do Without Me? I thought I'd give you a little blast of this, actually. This is, written by William Hargreaves. He was most famous for writing Burlington Bertie from Bow. There's a kind of similar feel to this one. Have a listen to this. I've just had a row with my pater. He thinks I've been thieving, I'm sure. He said I've a draft on his bankers. Why, there isn't a draft round his door. We both lost our tempers and quarrelled. My valet's been packing all day. I'm leaving for Paris at midnight until this affair blows away. Farewell to the places so dear to my heart. Pall Mall and St. James's we've now got to part. Leicester Square, what will they say when they miss me there? Who'll set the fashions in Regent Street? What will come of the Strand and Belgravia? What a blow for Rotten Row when I cross over the sea. I know I can do without London, but can London do without me? There we go. Sorry, sight reading that. It's some little tricky intervals and stuff going on in that. But there we go. A little bit of Can London Do Without Me? So thanks to the British Music Hall Society, that will be appearing in my London show at Wilton's, and also my album, which I'm recording next month and will be available towards the end of January. So another request that came in this week for Henny van Aalst. Hi Henny, Han and Henny, who are out in the Netherlands. Han actually requested for Henny a song from Irene the Musical, which was originally written in 1917, but there was a revival in London in the 1970s. And when Han and Hetty were over in the UK, they saw that production. So it included lots of fantastic songs from 1919. One of those is You Made Me Love You. I'm sure you know this one, page 4 in your songbooks, but you might not know the verse. Goes like this. I've been worried all day long, don't know if I'm right or wrong. I can't help just what I say, your love makes me speak this way. Why, oh why should I feel blue? Once I used to laugh at you, but now you're crying, no use denying. There's no one else but you will do. Now let me hear you. You made me love you. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. You made me want you. And all the time I knew it. I guess I always knew it. You made me happy sometimes. You made me glad. But there were times, dear, you made me feel so bad. You made me sigh for I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to tell you. I want some love that's true. Yes, I do. Indeed, I do. You know I do. Gimme, 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 gimme what I cry for. You know you've got the brand of kisses that I'd die for. You know you made me love you. Second verse, I had pictured in my mind, someday I would surely find someone handsome, someone true, but I never thought of you. Now my dream of love is all. I want you and nothing more. Come on and fold me, come on and hold me, just like you never did before. Let's hear the chorus. You made me love you. I didn't. Henny, it's my absolute pleasure. You made me want you. And all the time I knew it. I guess I always knew it. You made me happy sometimes. You made me glad. But there were times, dear, what? You made me feel so bad. You made me sigh for. I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to tell you. I want some love that's true. Yes, I do. Indeed, I do. You know I do. Gimme, 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 gimme what I cry for. You know you've got the brand of kisses that I'd die for. You know you made me love you. You know you made me love you. There we go to Henny van Alst over in the Netherlands. Hi to you and Han. It's lovely to have you joining us every week. Faye, any more comments or things coming in over there?
Sorry, I was too busy paying attention to you for a change.
My word, what's going on?
Several people are dutifully waving to the algorithms on your behalf.
Thank
so
you.
Thank you,
Much
everybody.
appreciated.
And we have got a little bit of a shout out that was triggered by the Daddy Wouldn't Buy Me a Bow Wow. Ben Hall's dog Fudge had his back teeth out today.
Ooh, ow.
So, yeah.
Ooh.
So sending,
Oh, Fudge.
feel better,
Oh,
Fudge.
give Fudge a big cuddle from me.
And I'm sure actually there's probably lots of pets that are feeling a bit sorry for themselves right now. With
Probably,
the banging.
I'm feeling a bit uneasy with the sound of the fireworks in the background. There we go, sound of the fireworks in the background. I dread to think what all the animals are feeling like. So yes, my heart goes out to any. And I hope you've got your animals very close by with you and giving them a big cuddle.
Well, Mrs. Molly Chops, Miss Molly Chops, isn't it? Susanna, that's your dog. She's being allowed to have cuddles on the sofa.
Oh, brilliant!
So yes, I'm sure you're all looking after.
I think my
gorgeous ones.
Percy Pig will be having some cuddles a little later on the sofa.
Percy Pig's passed out.
You want to see that he's just kind of passed out on the sofa. So there we go. Well, thank you, Hannah and Henny, for suggesting that song. That made me think about Irene the musical, which there were the two versions. In the original show, another song appeared, a beautiful waltz song from 1919. This one is called Alice Blue Gown. Do you know this one, the chorus? Again, it's got a little verse which I'm going to perform for you. You might not have heard it before, but you might know the chorus. Just imagine me in a beautiful Alice Blue gown, and it goes like this. I once had a gown, it was almost new. Oh, the daintiest thing, it was sweet Alice Blue, with a little forget-me-nots placed here and there. When I had it on, I walked on the air, and I wore, and I wore, and I wore, till it went, and it wasn't no more. In my sweet little Alice Blue gown, when I first wandered down into town, I was both proud and shy, as I felt every eye, but in every shop window I'd primp passing by, then in manner of fashion I'd frown, and the world seemed to smile all around, till it wilted I wore it, I'll always adore it, my sweet little Alice Blue gown. One more time. In my sweet little Alice Blue gown. When I first wandered down into town, I was both proud and shy, as I felt every eye. But in every shop window I'd primp passing by. Then in manner of fashion I'd frown, and the world seemed to smile all around. Till it wilted, I wore it. I'll always adore it. My sweet little Alice blue gown. You've probably got some visions of me in a blue dress now, but there we go. Sorry for putting nightmares. We had a Halloween last week. Oh, my word. Yes, the plaster dust is still playing havoc to me. I did some painting this week. If any of you saw on Instagram, I was in my civvies, my one pair of kind of modern clothes, my shorts and a t-shirt, painting the blooming bathroom upstairs. But there we go. It's all done. Well, actually, I could do with another coat. I'll probably now. So, Faye, any comments or suggestions coming in there?
Just had a few comments about what people's pets are doing, from hiding in airing cupboards to huddling up on their rugs. We have another first-timer in. It's Sandy, so welcome. Sorry, Kitty, you're going to have to share this hand with Sandy. There we go. Or is it this hand? This hand. There we go. Sandy, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying it. Graham Savage has also suggested that maybe a Carradine's Cockney Sing-Along Advent calendar, possibly an online version. He's happy to talk to you tomorrow. On the 1st. Oh, okay. If he's offering to do it, well, though I don't know. Graham's probably got access to some very incriminating photographs of me. Twice this evening asked people to imagine you as a little girl and in an Alice Blue gown, so watch it. I quite like the idea of a Carradine's Cockney Sing-Along Advent, an online Advent calendar. There we go. Well, you have got enough outfits that we could easily find 12 pictures. Well, I've had 33 weeks, so I've at least 33 outfits. There we go. We could just take little thumbnails from your sing-alongs over the last few weeks. There we go. Well, my word. Graham, I'll talk to you tomorrow. So another one of our regulars, and the wonderful milliner, Jane Walton. Hi, Jane. Hope you're well. Who made my beautiful burgundy bowler hat, has requested a little bit of Mari Lloyd this evening. A little bit of Oh, Mr. Porter. We're sticking on the kind of music hall and Edwardian front with a little bit of Oh, Mr. Porter. Now, apologies. I'm really terrible with doing the verse in this. So I'm gonna sing it, but it's not very good. But we all know the chorus, I'm sure, so we can sing along. Page four in your songbooks. That's sparkly waters there. Yeah, repeating on me. Here we go. Lately I just spent a week with Aunt Brown. Came up to see the wonderful sights, famous London town. Just a week I had of it, around the place we'd roam. Wasn't I sorry on the day I had to go back home? Worried about with packing, I arrived late at the station. Dropped my hat box in the mud and things all fell about. Got my ticket, said goodnight. Right away the guard did cry, but I found the train was wrong. I shouted out, oh, Mr. Porter, what shall I do? I want to go to Birmingham, but they're taking me on to Crewe. Send me back to London as quickly as you can. Oh, Mr. Porter, what a silly girl. One more time. Oh, Mr. Porter, what shall I do? I want to go to Birmingham, but they're taking me on to Crewe. Send me back to London as quickly as you can. Oh, Mr. Porter, what a silly girl I am. Oh, many apologies. That verse was absolutely abysmal. I'm going to have to learn that properly. And, yes, I'll learn that properly for another week. And we'll do that in full for you. I'd say Daniel Gillham's just said, can we have the old Dr. Beeching version as well? Oh, now I had oh, Dr. Beeching. What have you done? Once were lots of trains to catch, but now there will be none. I can't afford a bike. No, I can't afford a car, so something about having to get a bike. Oh, I can't remember. We'll check it. Oh, Dr. Beeching, what a silly man you are. Okay, I can't afford a bike, and I mustn't use a bike because I can't afford a car. Dr. Beeching, what a silly man you are. That's the one, of course. Oh, Dr. Beeching. One of the late. It wasn't Crofton Perry, was it? It was David Croft and... Oh, someone's going to have to correct me. There we go. One of the latter. Fantastic sitcom, though. Only 2 series, though. Geoffrey Holland. And the wonderful Sue Pollard, my good friend Sue Pollard, in that as well.
So, yes, Jane, I promise you, I'm going to look at that one. I'm going to practice that one. I'm going to give myself a kind of, a D- and practice that one up for another time. So, many apologies. Another request for this evening. Jenny Lewis. Hi, Jenny. Your birthday the other day. Hope you are well and had a great birthday. Just picked it in just before the lockdown. So I hope you managed to get out to celebrate. For Jenny, Carl, her partner, whose birthday is 40 today. Did I say that? Yes, I have. And yes, reminding him he's getting older. He requested the Marrow Song for you. This one... made famous by Billy Cotton. Do you remember the Billy Cotton band show? Wakey, wakey! This was the Marrow Song, but I haven't done this with the verses before, so I thought I'd do it with the verses. Page 6 in your songbook, so you know the chorus. Talking of innuendo. Down the road there lives a man I want you all to know. He grew a great big marrow for the local flower show. When the story got around, he came from far and wide. And when the people saw the marrow, everybody cried, oh, what a beauty. I've never seen one as big as that before. Have a banana, oh, what a beauty. It must be 2 foot long or even more. It's such a lovely colour, so nice and round and fat. I never thought a marrow could grow as big as that. Oh, what a beauty. I've never seen one as big as that before. He was leaning on the garden gate the other day and beckoned to a lady who lives just across the way. He took her up the garden path and showed her it with pride. And when she saw the size of it, everybody cried, oh, what a beauty. I've never seen one as big as that before. Oh, what a beauty. It must be 2 foot long or even more. It's such a lovely colour, so nice and round and fat. I never thought a marrow could grow as big as that. Oh, what a beauty. I've never seen one as big as that before. Once more with feeling, I've never seen one as big as that before. Then the flower show was held and everybody went to see the great big marrow lying there inside the tent. Soon the judges came along to give the prizes out. They only took one look of it and then began to shout. What do they shout? Oh, what a beauty. I've never seen one as big as that before. Have a banana, oh, what a beauty. It must be 2 foot long or even more. It's such a lovely colour, so nice and round and fat. I never thought a marrow could grow as big as that. Oh, what a beauty. I've never seen one as big as that before. Get off me sister, I've never seen one as big as that before. Roll up your trousers, I've never seen one as big as that before. There we go, Jenny Lewis. Happy birthday for the other day. Hope you had a great day. Well, we're coming towards the end of the sing-along this evening. It's almost time for us to leave you. As I said, of course, next, this Sunday, coming Sunday, come and join me on my YouTube channel. If you just search for Carradine's Cockney Sing-Along, you'll find me there. From 7 o'clock, 7 till 8 on YouTube, I'll be going live with a wartime sing-along in support of the Royal British Legion. So come across and join us over there. Anything else I need to say? Of course, as usual, a huge thank you to Faye working over here on comments. Any final comments there, Faye?
Not that I've got right in front of me, no.
There we go. And of course, huge thanks to Marcus, my wonderful Marcus Reeves, who's sorting out all the back end and sorting out all the social media while I perform.
Chipping in with comments.
Oh, he's getting multitasking.
I know.
He's going to want some more money. I don't know what's going on. So there we go. Marcus, thank you so much for doing that. And of course, thank you to you guys for tuning in as always. Week 33 of Tom Carradine's Self-Isolation Sing-Along. If you like what I do, as I said, you can, of course, go to my website and buy my CDs or download me on iTunes and Spotify. Or there are a few more mugs left, but watch this space as well. Sign up to my mailing list if you want to know also about my tote bags and Christmas decorations, which are coming very, very soon. Also, Faye and I will be going live on the Carradine's Cockney Sing-Alongers Facebook group. If you fancy joining us there, then just go to click to join the group, Carradine's Cockney Sing-Alongers, and I will admit to you, I will you confirm your members request, and then come and join this wonderful community that we've created here at Carradine's Cockney Sing-Along. Almost 1,000 members in that group. Almost 1,000 members. If you can encourage anyone else to join, feel free. Because it's great to be able to share our love of these kind of songs and have a bit of a laugh and a joke in these bizarre and uncertain times. So come along. We're a friendly bunch, as you've seen this evening on this self-isolation sing-along. So come along and join us. Faye and I will be going live very shortly, and when I've turned the living room back round again and put Porky to sleep. So, yeah, there we go. I'll be here. So come and join me on YouTube on Sunday, but also we'll be here next Thursday from 8:30 till 9:30. With another good old-fashioned neat up, some more wartime songs for you next Thursday as well, for the day after Armistice Day. So to take us out this evening, page 6 in your songbooks, a little bit more Mari Lloyd. I can do this, Mari Lloyd. You just need to imagine that I'm a middle-aged lady. We're getting back to the Advent calendar, aren't we?
Well, that's your fourth reference of the evening.
Fourth reference to wearing a dress up. So, we'll top them up. Here we go. We had to move away, 'cause the rent we couldn't pay. The moving van came round just after dark. There was me and my old man shoving things inside the van, which we'd often done before, let me remark. We packed all that we could pack in the van, and that's a fact. And we got inside all we could get inside. So we packed all we could pack on the tailboard at the back, till there wasn't any room for me to ride. Then my old man said, follow the van, don't dilly-dally on the way. Off went the car with me own packed in it. I followed on with me old cock linen, and I dillied and dallied, dallied and I dillied, lost me way and don't know where to roam. But now I stopped on the way to have the odd half quartern, and I can't find my way home. Now I gave a helping hand with the marble wash hand stand, and straight we wasn't getting on so bad. All at once the carman bloke had an accident and broke, well, the nicest bit of china that we had. Well, you'll understand, of course, I was cross about the loss, same as any other human woman would. But I soon got over that with a bevy and a chat, 'cause it's little things like that what does you good. And my old man said, follow the van, and don't dilly-dally on the way. Off went the car with me own packed in it. I followed on with me old cock linen, and I dillied and dallied, dallied and I dillied, lost me way and don't know where to roam. Now who's gonna put up the old iron bedstead when I can't find my way home? Oh, I'm in such a mess. I don't know me new address. I don't even know the blessed neighbourhood. And I feel as if I might have to stay out all the night, and that ain't gonna do me any good. Well, I don't make no complaints, but I'm coming over faint. What I want now is a good substantial feed. And I sort of kind of feel if I don't soon have a meal, I will have to rob the linnet of its seed. And my old man said, follow the van, don't dilly-dally on the way, don't dilly-dally. Off went my car with me own packed in it. I followed on with me old cock linen, and I dillied and dallied, dallied and I dillied, lost me way and don't know where to roam. Oh, you can't trust the specials like the old time coppers when you can't find your way home. Hey, there we go. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this evening. Week 33 of Tom Carradine's Self-Isolation Sing-Along. See you same time next week, 8:30 till 9:30 here on Facebook. And of course, if you want to join us for a Remembrance Day sing-along in raising money and funds for the Royal British Legion and the Poppy Appeal, then come and join me over on YouTube on Sunday at 7 o'clock. So hopefully see some of you then. If not, I'll see you next week, next Thursday. Stay safe in the lockdown, and hands, face, space. There we go. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon.